Stanley Mooney says, when you check the camp videos, Simmons is not wearing a knee brace, and that is a very good sign. I know that it's no contact and a lighter practice, but if there was any concern, he would be wearing it. So that is what we're about to get into, Stanley. So thanks for giving us a segue here to Josh Simmons. So here is Andy Reid, and here's Josh Simmons talking about the whole injury thing that's going on with Josh Simmons.
Doing mostly the individual work. We try to keep him out of the team stuff if we're going against a defense. So just taking it slow here. We're just kind of getting a feel where he's at with this. So he had a kind of a heavy travel schedule during the 30 visit thing. So just make sure that thing's strong and going. But he looks like he's got some talent there, Matt. I got it. That's a good thing, right? So for what we can do, that's a plus. It looks like he's moving around good. He's right on that kind of that where he just needs a little bit more time. But he's moving around well. I was surprised on how well he was doing out there moving. Yeah, he looks like he's comfortable with it. So.
Can you give us a sense of what you'll be doing between now and the start of training camp?
Can't really say. That's one of the conversations I have to have with the trainers, but it'll probably be conversation will be had probably. Something like this, it's not easy, but you just got to come in and attack it like hell every day. Just really go hard in rehab. That's kind of how you have to do something like this.
Since you have been selected, can you just describe how the process has been with Rick Burkholder and making a plan for the upcoming months?
Yeah, again, so we have like deeper conversations we had, or mini camp. I'm really just playbook and trying to take mental reps. But yeah, obviously what I'm allowed to do, I'm going to do 100%.
So, JD, what do you make of the sound bites from Andy Reid talking about it, and what do you make from what Josh Simmons had to say on his injury?
No, I think he looked pretty good out there. Like Stanley was sitting there saying, didn't have a knee brace on. I do believe that he's in by all reports, it was saying that he was ahead of schedule. But this is month 7, if I'm not mistaken, Marcus, when he out, because it went out in like October. So we had November, December, January, February, March, April, May. So yeah, 7 months. And so you don't have to have him in tape in full contact. Like Coach said, man, hey, look, the little jogs, the little run, get your little fits, get all your terminology down, all the calls. That's it. As far as doing anything physically, engaging with somebody else, pushing and pulling, stay out of it. Don't need to do it. There's no point in it. And so I think they have a good base of as far as like how they want to treat it. Like you said, they're trying to get a good feel to where he is and what he can and cannot do. Like that, right? This right here, the push pull, and reset your hands. He don't need to be doing that. And you see him sitting out on the side because those are one of the things that, there's no sense taking a chance on something like that at all, especially during this time. But I think they're the way they're dealing with it. I think they're doing it positively. He has a great attitude about it too. So that's one thing I love is you got to have a mindset that everything's going to be fine. And like you said, you just got to work like hell to make sure that you put in the work in to get it there. So you do have the confidence to say, hey, when I do get out there, everything's going to be all right. It's going to be fine. So I do like that, man. But hey, err on the side of caution. I think Andy and those guys doing a great job of it right now. Perfect.
Yeah, hearing Andy say he's like right on the cusp, he's like, he's right there. It seems like he's kind of like midway through that injury process, right? The rehab process. Like he's almost ready, but he's not ready yet. But he's on the cusp there. If you had best guess, JD, I know we talked about he's not ready yet. Don't rush him out there. There's no need to rush him out there because we signed Jalen Moore for this.
Yeah.
Man, it's kind of I've heard a lot of people go back and forth on this. That the rest of the entire year. If and when he is ready to go, let's say he is ready by week 2, week 3, just say a hypothetical. Do they play him or do they say no? Let's wait on it. Like how are we measuring this? Is it more like if Jalen Moore's looking good? Don't need to rush Josh Simmons in. Just keep it with Jalen Moore. Let Simmons kind of wait it out, and then next offseason, Juwan Taylor goes, and you have that conversation then. Or because a lot of people, it's a first round pick. People want to play to see what the first round pick has instead of waiting a year. How do they play this out?
You test the knee, man, and it's going to be based off his comfort. I don't think he don't necessarily have to start. If you paid a guy like Jalen Moore a lot of money, which they did to get him here, he's going to be your starter. You don't pay a guy like that type of money to ride the bench. You put him in because you feel like he's start material. That's the reason we got him in free agency. So let's just say Josh Simmons at some point looks better than him, or Jalen Moore, is not doing so well. Maybe you could make a decision to make that move. I think it's some things you gotta fill out. Like Andy was saying, you just gotta fill these things out. Maybe there is a game that you get him in if you're blowing a team out. Put him in. Let's see what he can do. Maybe into a rotation. So the thing is, he has so much versatility and ability. He could play both left and right. He could do both. So we want him to play left. We know that. That's why he's here. You just had to see. You got to look how everything is responding. He responds in training camp, swelling and all those different things. Because that's one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to put him out there too early and then have a setback. Okay. So, man, we'll drag our feet as long as we can with him. But if we need to get him out there to go play, ain't nothing wrong with getting him a couple reps, right? Is there anything wrong with that? Maybe, come on in third quarter, see what's going on. We blowing teams out by, 2 or 3 touchdowns. We'll see what he can do. So,
Yeah. No, I was curious because I've seen a lot of people just say sit him out the entire season, just like no, don't even play him this year, whether he is ready to go. But I mean, if they deem him as ready to go, though, I mean, then you.
I don't say I disagree with that, because the Chiefs might want to do it, especially if Jalen Moore is playing at a high level. He looks good. Hey, we didn't want to rock the boat last year, right? When we moved Joe Tooney out, okay, and brought Caliendo. And he's like, we don't want to rock the boat. Well, DJ was sitting there saying he was fine, he was ready, and we didn't rock the boat. And guess what? We kind of suffered toward the end because we didn't want to rock the boat.
That's very true, actually.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
And Andy Heck, okay, he was a little cautious about that. Like, okay, maybe we keep doing it, but I think in his mind he might have wanted to make that switch. Okay, so hindsight's always 20/20, but I think they're gonna make sure they get this one right, especially this decision.
Yeah, I mean, with this one, they're gonna have kid gloves with this one because this is a first round pick. He was only there because of this injury. They're gonna be very, 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 very safe with this whole situation here.
Yeah, we say May, so June, July, August, September. So you're talking about another 4 months, 3.5, somewhere around there. You might get him some preseason games, maybe. Just depends on how everything looks. How he looks in training camp. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it's really where they're kind of projecting him actually coming out and being full speed. It's probably training camp. At least I would think so. I don't want some Yahoo coming in trying to make the team going crazy, and all of a sudden you go and you hit his leg for no reason, and it's like, what the heck are we doing? That's the worst feeling. Have somebody come in and all of a sudden some stupid play and somebody falls off and runs into his leg. Oh my gosh. So I ain't gonna talk like that because I don't even want to bring it to. I don't even want to think he's gonna be fine. Hey, everything's gonna be fine. Entire season, so he's gonna be good.
Yeah, be it 2025 or 2026, we will see him at some point. And he's further along than Andy Reid thought as well. So that was also nice to hear. Greg Rose does say blowouts are about 1 every 2 years because we have heart attacks every week instead of blowouts.
Well, hey Greg, I'm gonna tell you something. It's a new day. It's a new time. It's gonna be different. We got a different offense, man, from what we seen last year. We talked about the depth that we have at wide receiver, the depth that we have at a tight end, the depth that we have at running back as well. And so we got capable guys on the line of scrimmage that we can also be glad about, especially Josh Simmons at that position. And I think we're going to do very, very well at guard too. So I think our offense is revamped. I think it's going to look completely different. We ain't going to look at tight games this year. We are going up top, and it's going to be bombs away, Greg. Bombs away. We're going to test everybody out, baby. Believe that.
I hope so.
Like Teron Young says, the offense will be explosive. Yes, it will, Teron. I appreciate it. I agree with you 1,000%. What we thought the offense was going to be last year, Marcus, Hollywood gets hurt, Rice gets hurt, things happen. Okay. So
yeah, it was a slow roll with Hollywood with that first play of preseason, and then Rashee Rice week 3.
yeah,
Man.
Then we didn't have a consistent left tackle. Another thing.
Yeah, the offense that we came into the season with, we just didn't have it, and we never really saw that left tackle spot. Yeah, so Linda Hunter, there's your question. How do you think the offense will look this season? There you go.
Well, look at all the things. Pacheco got hurt. We had to bring Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt came in, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. So we kept worrying. We're fighting against the waves, JD. Fighting against the waves. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.